Today we take this time to be still and loosen our grip on thoughts of time, of fears, worries and concerns for the future, and hand them all over to God in full faith and trust.
It is perhaps not easy to perceive that self-initiated plans are but defenses, with the purpose all of them were made to realize. They are the means by which a frightened mind would undertake its own protection at the cost of truth. The mind engaged in planning for itself is occupied in setting up control of future happenings. It does not think that it will be provided for unless it makes its own provisions.
The mind that plans is thus refusing to allow for change. What it has learned before becomes the basis for its future goals. Its past experience directs its choice of what will happen. And it does not see that here and now is everything it needs to guarantee a future quite unlike the past, without a continuity of old ideas and sick beliefs. Anticipation plays no part at all, for present confidence directs the way. Today we practice this by placing the future in the hands of God. This idea takes another step towards quick salvation, and a giant stride it is indeed. So great the distance is that it encompasses. It sets you down just short of heaven, with the goal in sight and obstacles behind. Your foot has reached the lawns that welcome you to heaven's gate, the quiet place of peace, where you await with certainty the final step of God. How far are we progressing now from earth? How close are we approaching to our goal? How short the journey still to be pursued?
Accept today's idea, and you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, thoughts of sin, and devastation brought about by guilt. Accept today's idea, and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that lock the door to freedom on it. You are saved, and your salvation thus becomes the gift you give the world, because you have received. Let the future go, and place it in God's hands, and you will see by your experience that you have laid the past and present in His hands as well, because the past will punish you no more, and future dread will now be meaningless.
Release the future, for the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions, where it runs its pitiless, inevitable course. Then is each instant which was slave to time transformed into a holy instant, when the light that was kept hidden in God's Son is freed to bless the world. Now is He free, and all His glory shines upon a world made free with Him to share His holiness. What worry can beset the one who gives his future to the loving hands of God? What can he suffer? What can cause him pain or bring experience of loss to him? What can he fear? And what can he regard except with love? For he who has escaped all fear of future pain has found his way to present peace, and certainty of care the world can never threaten. He is sure that his perception may be faulty, but will never lack correction. He is free to choose again when he has been deceived, to change his mind when he has made mistakes.
Place then your future in the hands of God, for thus you call the memory of him to come again, replacing all your thoughts of sin and evil with the truth of love. Think you the world could fail to gain thereby, and every living creature not respond with healed perception? Who entrusts himself to God has also placed the world within the hands to which he himself appealed for comfort and security. He lays aside the sick illusions of the world along with his, and offers peace to both. And now we practice handing over all future thoughts. Take a moment to scan your mind for any worries, future concerns, future goals and plans, situations yet to come that you have invested with fear, desires and fantasies that you hope for, believing that they will bring some peace or satisfaction.
Now we will bring them all willingly to the light. Picture an altar in your mind. Here we will lay down our thoughts one by one to dissolve in the light and be replaced by the truth of love. Consider each thought for a moment and then place it on the altar as you silently say, "Father, take this from me. I place the future in your hands." As you hand it over, visualize a glorious light appear, dissolving the thought and leaving the altar once again pristine and clear. Continue handing over the thoughts one by one and allow the weight of fear to be lifted from your holy mind. Father, take this from me. I place the future in your hands. Thank you, Holy Child of God, for doing your part in the healing of the one mind.
A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. It waits until it has been taught what should be done and then proceeds to do it. It does not depend upon itself for anything except its adequacy to fulfill the plans assigned to it. It is secure in certainty that obstacles cannot impede its progress to accomplishment of any goal that serves the greater plan established for the good of everyone.
Now that the altar has been cleared, be still and ask, Father, what is your will for me? What is my part in your plan today? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? Wait in receptive silence for the answer.